Pizza, pizza.
And look at him go! He could go all the way! Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown!
The Bills make me wanna shout. Kick your heels up and shout. Throw your hands up and shout. Throw your head back and shout. Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Go, 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 go. The Bills make me wanna. The Bills make me wanna. Just watch it happen now. Hey, 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 hey. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo.
Pizza, pizza.
The Bills make me wanna.
Woo! We are here, baby. Blindsided Sports, covering the Buffalo Bills. We are live Monday night, a little later than 9 here, guys. I apologize. As always, YouTube giving me those issues. All right, I can't seem to figure it out, but I actually did get it figured out here. So we're live with you guys. Make sure you guys do me a favor, share this fucking thing. Let's get this thing out there. Share it, let them know who's here. Blindsided Sports, you guys on Facebook, you guys on YouTube, obviously you can't, but make sure you comment. We want to know what you think. We want to know what you have to say, and we're diving into this thing. Again, I appreciate you guys being here. I'm super pumped up. Every Monday at 9 here we're going on, I don't know how many weeks in a row, but we're not slowing down. We're just going to keep this thing going. So interact. I'm here to shoot the shit. I'm here to hang out with you guys, talk Buffalo Bills. We got some stuff to talk about. Let's go. Tim Greeny, let's go. Welcome, Sean. Wyoming in the house. What up, guy? My guy Sean, always here. Facebook, always here. From Wyoming, for you guys that don't know. Josh Allen fan, converted to Buffalo. Lifelong fan from now on, right, Sean? We got a bunch of things to talk about. A bunch of things. I know I put a video out today, but I want to talk about Vegas having us go at 6-10. I gotta say goodnight to my little guy here. What you doing, babe? What are you gonna do? You go live. Say hi. Hi. Look at my little guy cut his hair. Right? Cut his hair. Show the camera what you did. Buzz cut with Daddy's shaver. You coming to say goodnight? Okay, give me a hug. I love you. Give me a smooch. Mwah. Have a good night, baby. Okay? Sleep good, okay? Not planned. I thought he was sleeping an hour and 20 minutes ago. Hey. Hey, gotta go to bed, babe. Hey, love you. Okay. Alright, guys. Hey, look at you go live, things happen. Alright? You gotta run with it here. Thanks for tuning in again. I don't even know where I left off. What do we got? Sean Peterson, my guy. Josh Allen, baby. What we got? Okay, we got some guys watching on YouTube, Facebook. Get it going here, guys. Facebook, share this. Share it to the group. Share it to the groups. Get it out there. Let's get some Bills Mafia in this thing. All right. Like I said, I put out a video today. I know some of you guys, I'm sure, didn't see it. But I put a video out talking about Vegas having us projected at 6-10. For you guys that haven't seen the video, I'm going to dive in for you, and for you guys that have, I apologize. I'm going to be doubling up on some of the things that I talked about, but there's going to be so many more people that watch this video, so I got to talk about it. 6-10, and it's just, I'm beside myself. When I saw this, I about lost my mind. I'm repeating myself from this video earlier, but I'm going to go in. The fact that they have us at 6-10 is just disturbing. What do you think happened to our offense? We'll start at our offense from last year, okay? Look at how we started compared to how we ended, okay? Really quick. We finished the season at 4-3, right? Pretty good. We averaged 25 points a game in those last 7 games. That puts us in the top 11 offense in the NFL. Pretty good, okay? Charles Clay catches that ball against Miami. Our points average goes up. Oh, and we go to 5-2 to finish the year. Holy shit. Josh Allen is leading the charge in Buffalo. That would be the headline if we won that game, right? 5-2 to finish the year out. Andre Roberts is a ball against us on special teams. Again, remember that game against the Jets? I think we lost 27-23. And Andre Roberts, who's now on our squad, went off. He had like 3 huge returns that led to Jet score drives. Okay? He does an absolutely ball on special teams. We beat the Jets. We should have beat them anyways. We only lost by 4, and we look good offensively and defensively. And those two things don't happen, and we're real quick 6-1 to finish out those 7 games. Okay, we went against New England and we got smoked. And Josh Allen looked bad in that 7-game stretch against New England. But New England has a great history against rookie quarterbacks. Doesn't matter who it is. I looked. Any of the top quarterbacks when they were rookies playing against New England, they got shit on. There's nothing you can do. Bill Belichick is a genius against rookies. Okay, so you turn our record to close out the year last year. Charles Clay, Andre Roberts, make those plays, switch them up. We go 6-1. We average a little bit higher. We're averaging the top 10 offensive points per game. Oh my God, Buffalo's turning around. They're gonna be a team to look out for this year. 10 wins, 10, 11 wins, no doubt about it. Josh Allen's turned this thing around. But because of those two things, no respect. And like we said, we've said it before. The Bills never get respect. They never get respect. And they haven't proven that they should. Really. I mean, every time that the media guys come, there's always a guy or two every year that says, the Bills are going to be the team this year. The Bills are going to make that playoff run this year. And they're usually wrong, okay? Yeah, a couple years ago we made it, but they're usually wrong. So we have to prove them wrong, right? We have to prove them wrong. But 6-10, Vegas? 6-10? Like I said in the video, I'm going to pull everything out of my savings, which isn't much. Pull everything out of my life insurance, everything. borrow money from everyone that I can, and I'm putting it all on Bills going over 6 wins this coming year. The fact that our defense was second in total yards a game last year. Second. And we had our corner opposite of Tredavious. We was a different guy every week. Okay, obviously Poyer, Hyde, Tredavious, we got those guys locked in. But we had injuries on the D-line. We had injuries at linebacker. And that opposite corner away from Tredavious, we never knew who was going to be playing. Okay? And we had a bunch of issues on defense. And our yards per game were still second in the NFL. Okay? And pass yards, we gave up the fewest pass yards per game. And the only thing that's happened is our secondary got better. And with our draft and the guys that our defense is getting better too. Our defense is already sick. All these guys, Tremaine's going to develop. Milano's going to be back. Taron Johnson was hurt last year, and he was playing like a stud. Sheffy says we must have a tough schedule. I don't think so. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But I believe we're playing the NFC East. Cowboys, Giants, Redskins, and Eagles, okay? And the AFC North. Packers, Vikings, Bears, Lions, okay? Well, let's talk about this. I appreciate you, Chef. Thanks for hanging out, man. Okay, NFC North. Let's talk about that. Well, I mean, look at what we did last time, but it's a totally different team. The last time we played the NFC North, we roasted. Are we? No, we're not playing the NFC North. No, we're not playing the NFC North. We just played them last year. God damn it. Somebody look up who are... Oh, no, I'm sorry. Oh, man, I'm messing up here. Somebody hook me up with that information. Who are we playing? What division are we playing? I know we're playing the NFC East. Who are we playing? Somebody's got to hook me up here. But if I believe it's true, we're playing the Giants, Cowboys, Redskins. That's great for us. That's great. The Cowboys are a coin flip every single year. We never know how they're going to be. I got to look this up. This is driving me nuts. Bear with me here, guys, because this is definitely something we could talk about here. Buffalo Bills 2019 opponents. Yeah, I know we're playing the Dolphins and Jets. Okay, so we're playing the AFC North, and the NFC East. Okay, my bad, guys. I screwed that up. Okay, so NFC East, Cowboys. That's a win for us. I don't care. Our defense is too good. Dak Prescott sucks. We're going to tear them up. And it's a coin flip anyways. They might be terrible. You never know. You never know with the Cowboys, but odds are that's a win for the Bills. We got the Giants. Shit show. I mean, if they haven't taken 25 steps back, who has? They're going to be awful this year. 2 wins probably at the most. Redskins, same thing. Who's playing quarterback for them? They just got Case Keenum. How many times do we have to see that Case Keenum can't play NFL? He can't be a starter in the NFL. He had one good run with Vikings, but that was their OC. That was their offensive coordinator. Case Keenum sucks. Cowboys, Redskins, win. Giants, win. The only team is the Eagles, okay? Let's be realistic. Say it's going to be a close game. These are the kind of games. The Eagles versus the Bills next year is, I mean, obviously, we are going to be pumped. Nick, on YouTube, thanks, man. AFC North, yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. But they're going to be a team that's tough. We're going to be fucking pumped for that game, okay? It's a toss-up. We'll say it's a loss. We say we go 3-1 against the NFC East, okay? AFC North, we got the Bengals. Win. Thanks, Dalton, but, you know, we appreciate you and the plays you made for us to get us in the playoffs, but we're going to roast, okay? After that, they got the Ravens, the Ravens are going to be tough this year. It all depends on how Lamar develops. You know, these quarterbacks that come in like Lamar, who's mostly a runner, he's not real accurate. Wow, some people are going to say you're talking about Josh Allen, but bear with me here. These guys like Lamar, usually they get figured out, and if he doesn't sharpen these tools, you know, he's going to get roasted. But man, when they signed Earl Thomas to add to that defense that's already sick every year, Plus, oh my gosh, who's the running back that Baltimore signed? Who is it? Who did they sign? Oh my gosh. Look, we're live, baby. We are live. We're diving in. I'm gonna feel like an asshole when I see this. Mark Ingram. Oh man, Ingram. Yeah, he's getting up there in age, but he's still got some juice. It all depends on Lamar, but I'm gonna say we beat the Ravens. We beat the Ravens. We beat the Bengals, and then we got the AFC. So we got the Browns. Wow, that is gonna be sick. Oh my God. Hopefully it's early in the year. Before Kareem Hunt's back and before they get shit figured out, boy, because if they have an offensive coordinator that knows anything about football, that offense is going to be disgusting with Njoku, Jarvis, OBJ, oh my God, Baker, who shows a ton of potential, plus, oh my God, their team is disgusting. Nick Chubb, Kareem, ugh. We'll say it's a loss to the Browns, even though I don't think that way. Let's just be not biased here. We'll say it's a loss to the Browns. And then we got the Steelers. Shit show, win all day long. Stevie Johnson circles the wagons at the Ralph at New Era to let them know that nobody's fucking dropping balls in the end zone this game. We beat the Steelers, so that's 6-2 against those two divisions. Somebody debate me, please. Somebody debate me. Jonah, top 5 easiest schedule from what I read on ESPN. Corey, what's up, man? Dave, what's going on, man? Can't hear you. I can hear him. Wow. It's fixed. Yeah, buddy, John, Tomasi. I don't know what I don't know. Let's go. Jonah says Lamar's RG 2.0. That might be true, man. We'll do it live, John. Yeah, we'll do it live. Chevy says, don't sleep on the Steelers. And you can't sleep on the Steelers. You can't, because every time you think that they're going to take a drop off, they're going to take a step back. They don't. I mean, Connors is still going to ball. They're going to find a wide receiver that takes Antonio Brown's spot like they always do. And Juju Smith-Schuster's going to ball. I think that they need to get rid of Mike Tomlin. Nick says Browns have one of the best OCs in the NFL. Was Tampa Bay's OC last year? Was that a joke or Nick? I'm praying you were kidding there, bud. Yikes. So I don't care Somebody tell me how I'm wrong against those 8 teams. We're 6-2. We're 6-2, and then we're gonna beat the Jets twice. Fuck them. We're going to beat the Dolphins twice. Right there. We got 10 wins. We're 10-2. 10-2 right there. We haven't even drafted yet, and I'm already calling out our record. I don't care, man. I don't care. I don't only see going up from here for the Bills. That's why I can't believe Vegas said 6-10. I swear to God, I'm going to put a shit ton of money on this. I don't have much. I'm not some rich guy. All my extra money went into this stuff. But whatever I do have before the season starts, it is all going on the Bills going over 6-10. That's blast. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. But it's just insane to me. Regardless, we got a lot of moves yet still to make. The Bills still have a lot going on this offseason. So let's move on from this. Vegas can kiss our ass. Bills Mafia, rise up, guys. If you haven't yet, make sure you share this thing. Let's go. Let's get as many guys in here as we can. My goal is to get I want to get some haters in here. I want to get some people who aren't Bills fans in here to debate. It's not some asshole, obviously, but I just want to get somebody in here to talk some shit. Get a Patriots fan in here. Let's shit on them a little bit. Dave says, fuck the fish. Let's go. John says, book it. We're way better than 6-10. Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about that at all. All right. So here's the big debate for me this year is with this draft, and everybody's talking about it. What are the Bills going to do with that 9 pick? And I keep going back and forth. I'm not sure if we're going to stay there. We know that there's going to be some solid guys at 9 there. Some people are saying, are we going to trade up? Some people are saying, are we going to trade back? I don't know. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think's the best idea. Dave says, what about the guard Spade from Tennessee? We need a Cowboys fan in here, says Sheffy. Hell yeah, we do. I'd love a Cowboys fan to get all riled up, or our boy Ron. Hey, you know what you guys could do? You know what you guys can do if you want to get some people in here, which I appreciate it. A blindsided squad. You guys are here. I appreciate you guys. These are the same guys every week. Let's go. I appreciate you guys. Start a watch party in this bitch. All you got to do is right below the video, hit start a watch party, and bang. I don't know how it works, but just click that button. But back to this draft here. Trading up, trading down. Sean says trade up and get that wide receiver. What wide receiver? I think DK Metcalf is projected to go first. Correct me if I'm wrong. I got a mock draft that's right. I got a mock draft that's we got right up here. The first wide receiver that they have going is it's DK Metcalf. So I don't think we're gonna have to trade up to get him. The guys that go ahead of us are the Lions, Jags, Giants. Once you get to that top 5, nobody's getting. Even the 6 at Giants. Would the Giants have that 6 pick? They're not taking a wide receiver. Jags, no. Lions, may. I don't know. I don't know. We'll dive into the pick or whatnot, but I don't know. What do you guys think? I think Sean says Metcalf, Jonah. I'd love to see them trade up for Bosa or Josh Allen. See, that's not a bad idea, dude. I wouldn't be against that either. We have the stock this year. Malik says we have the luxury to do anything. Best man available. I personally would love DT Oliver. And I keep seeing these mock drafts where Oliver falls to us, Malik. Boy, he's a guy that would be exciting. He's definitely a guy that would be exciting. Look, while we're talking about trades and whatnot, I have a trade chart here. Okay, this is the old Jimmy Johnson trade chart. So it shows the value here of our pick. So say Buffalo, our value at 9 is $13.50, right? So if we wanted to trade down, okay, we could get like Indy's 26, and then they're where are they at? And then they're 560. So we could get their first right there. Indy would be a great. I'm not saying Indy's going to do it, but Indy's a great trade partner number-wise because they have that 700 with that late first-round pick, and then they have an early second. And those two numbers combined are right around that $1,400 or that $1,400 mark. So that's the kind of logic that they use with this trade chart for value back if you're going to trade back or trade down. Now, say we wanted to trade up and get. Oh boy, say we wanted to trade up to that Tampa spot, that 15 Tampa spot. Okay, say the Tampa Bay, that 5 spot, their value is $1,700. Okay, so ours is at $1,350. So we have to come up with $350 more. So we give them our 9 pick. We exchange first round picks, and then we look at We'd have to go. What do we got? The 2 is way too valuable. Boy, it'd have to be like so. A 3rd round pick, maybe a 5th, maybe you swap 5ths, give them a 3rd round, and then you swap first round picks. That's a viable way to get up there. So take a look at this. I mean, we got it up here. I got a mock draft here too. So let's talk about this bitch. So like Jonah said here, hold on, what do we got? Trade down. It's a deep draft. Let's talk trading up here. While we got this up here, we'll talk trading down because we could get some serious value if we trade down too. Sean says if DK's on the board, I would take him. Dude. Jonah says Metcalf scares me. He had a neck injury. We're on the same page there, Jonah. And Sean, I hear you. When I watch this guy in the draft or in the combine, I'm like, wow. I mean, he blows everyone away. His numbers. His 40 time was like, holy shit. And just that picture of him with the dude with his shirt off, he's just jacked. He's absolutely jacked. But he only runs one route, and that's deep. That's straight deep. Sean says, reminds me of a Randy Moss. I hear you, dude. I hear you. I say pass on Metcalf just because it's an absolute coin flip. So I would be terrified to take him. But all right, so the Cardinals, they're saying Cardinals. This is the CBS one, but they're all fairly similar. See, Bosa and the Niners at 2. There's no way we're going to get up there. There's no way we're going to get up there. We're not going to get up to the Jets. The Jets aren't going to trade us. And we're not going to move up past them. I hear you, Sean. I hear you. Sean says reminds you of Randy Moss. Just saying. I hear you. We very well could skip on DK and have him go to the Dolphins and have him ball on us for the next 10 years. It's just as viable as us saying, screw him, don't draft him. He's not gonna pan out. He's gonna get hurt. Whatever. I could see both ways. It's terrifying. That's the thing with Metcalf. If the Bills don't take Metcalf at 9, I want to see him drop to an NFC team, NFC West. I don't even want him on the NFC East. I want him on the other side of the fucking country. I don't want Metcalf anywhere near us because if we pass on him and then he's a stud, it's gonna haunt all of us. Sean says, I just want to see Josh Allen get more help. Totally understand, man. I'm with you. I'm with you there. I'm with you. If we can get a stud wide receiver, see that's the thing though is maybe we can get AJ Brown in the second round. We'll dive into trading back in a second. Brian Gordon says I would try and make trade with Oakland for the 24 and 27 picks. Wow, Brian, hold on a second. God damn it. We're talking trading up right now. I know it's not likely, but we gotta talk about it for a second. God damn it. You're getting me excited. Malik says, can you imagine Josh Allen possibly being a Bill, having on both sides of the ball? And Josh Allen from Kentucky's going to be that boy. He's going to be a stud. We know that. Oh, my God. All right, trading up. Fuck it. Come on. We got to focus here. All right, so we trade up. We're not going to get inside the Raiders. So we got to go Tampa Bay, and they're definitely a team that might be looking to trade back. Giants aren't. They're going to get their quarterback. So Buccaneers is the spot. And they're at that Buccaneer pick, they got Devin Bush. We obviously don't want Dwayne Haskins. We're not going to trade up to get Jawan Taylor. TJ Hawkinson, I don't see him going inside the top 10. And then there we are. Oliver, I think, would fall to us. See? Okay, so I really think trading up is not even kind of viable. I read some article today about some dude talking about a beat reporter for the Bills saying that the Bills are going to trade up this year. It's not going to happen. The Bills are not trading up this year. Devin Bush would be sick. If they traded up a couple spots, even if it was with the Jaguars and the Bills gave up a third and an extra 4th round pick this year to get Devin Bush, putting him at linebacker because Lorenzo doesn't have much time here, guys. As much as I love the guy, he doesn't have much time. But getting Lorenzo there, getting Devin Bush with Milano and Tremaine, ooh, that's sick. And Devin Bush is gonna be nice. So I say we scrap that. I don't see the Bills trading up. So trading back. I'm gonna pull this down so we can talk here. Now, if the Bills trade back, according to our value chart that I believe NFL teams primarily go off of, if you look at historic trades in the NFL draft, these numbers have been pretty accurate. If Tampa or if the Bills traded back, they got that 1350 value there or close to it. So if they trade back, there is some money to be made here. Look at okay. So like our guy here, Brian said, Oakland's pick, they got the 24, that's 740, and then 680. So it's right there. That's viable right there. Oh my God. If Oakland's obsessed with some guy inside the top 10 there, I'm sorry guys, I'm still stuffy. It's that time of the year. Sniffling over here. Brian Gordon, message retracted. What happened, Brian? You came in so hot with your last message. So we trade back. Hypothetically, you guys throw some hypotheticals at me. If you've heard of anything, you've heard of any trades that the Bills might be making, okay? Bills trade back. Say Oakland's obsessed with a guy inside the top 10. We get that 24 and that 27. Let's look at this mock here. Let's look at this mock on who CBS might have still down there, because that would be sick. Who do we got here? Okay. So, see, these are the guys. I know Farrell, that he's the edge rusher from Clemson. I know he's got the juice. I've heard a lot of good things about him. Greedy Williams. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Look at that. Are you shitting me? Am I the only person that just got... Look at... Who's my guy? Brian Gordon, you made my show. Malik, do you accept donations? I don't see the button on my new phone. Dude, I don't have donations or any of that stuff. I've only heard about it. I don't have it set up yet, but I'm going to figure it out just because you fucking said that. I appreciate it, man. Next time, I'm going to figure out this donation shit. All right. Greedy Williams, if we had the Raiders picks, you say we take Greedy Williams from LSU, who's, look at, in that 27th spot, right where we took Tre'Davious. We now have our second corner lined up, locked in. He's going to be a stud from LSU, just like Tre'Davious. And then, they have the 24 also. Okay, right there, Farrell. Or you slide down a little bit, we get Wilkins. Say we take Wilkins at 24, and then Greedy Williams at 27. I'm going to vomit. I'm going to puke. This draft is going to be the death of me. This draft is going to be the absolute death of me. I can't handle this shit. There's so many good players that are falling in these drafts. I don't understand it. Look at that. You know, there's always the guys that Chauncey Gardner. We have our safeties locked in. Hyde and Poyer are so the fact that we got those guys. It's so undervalued, man. Those signings there. Noah Fayette from Iowa, stud. There's a bunch of tight ends. I mean, there's so much potential with this draft. It's endless. And the Bills, with that value of $13.50 with that 9 overall pick, it's massive. It's massive. If somebody's obsessed with somebody, if somebody wants a quarterback, they want to trade up to get the QB. I don't see any way that the Bills don't draft or the Bills don't trade down. Somebody dispute me. Sheffy says trade down, take Brown. Which Brown are you talking about? You talking about Marquise Brown, Hollywood? Let me know what you're thinking there, Chef. Brian. Draft Hakeem Butler, 2nd round. I love the man. I don't know if you're new to the show because we've only gone on Facebook up until this point. This is the first time we're live on YouTube, but I've gone in depth on how much I love Hakeem Butler. Brian says I should be a GM. Brian, you and me, man, we'll take over. Somebody tag Brandon Bean. Let him know what the fuck's going on over here between me and Brian. We are a couple of masterminds just scheming. Get on the phone with John Gruden. He's a fucking idiot. You could talk him into doing anything. Anything. Yeah, we want Antonio Brown. We want Antonio Brown. We're going to trade you our 3rd round pick from 2027 and our 2nd round pick from 2034. Gruden. Deal. The guy's an idiot. If we got those 2 picks from Oakland, we'd be lit. John says, I feel like Metcalf being a 3rd-generation NFL player is worth something. Absolutely. We're still on Metcalf, man. Everybody's talking about that dude. Brian Gordon says Greedy Williams and Noah. Yeah. Brandon's doing a gay job. Malik, my man. I love Brandon Bean. I think he's got the juice this year. I think not even this year, the last couple of years. I mean, we've talked about it before again, but we could talk about it again. The what he's done with the team that he inherited to where he is now, it's the fact that Bill Polian is on the record for saying that Brandon Bean's a whiz says all you need to say right there. Oh, he's doing a great job. Okay. All right. Wow, that's way better than doing a gay job. Okay. I'm glad we're on the same page here. But yeah, Bill Polian's come out numerous times talking about how much of a stud Brandon Bean is. And Polian saying that, a guy that we've always wanted back since he left, that means something. It means a lot. So Brandon Beane's making the moves, and I think we have to trade back this year. There's too much value there. I don't know if we can get 2 first-round picks, but even if we can get a late first, from the 20, we should be able to get into the low 20s. The low 20s into the early seconds, a low 20 first-round pick, and then an early second-round pick or midway second-round pick. There's so much depth in this draft. I mean, let's look at the guys that were going in the second round. If we can manage to get a 2 second-round picks, 1 first, and then 2 seconds, I mean, that's good. That's gonna be good shit. Here I am. Just left one the day away. I apologize, guys. Round 2. Who do we got? Okay, right here. Look at this. Is my guy. Look, if we could trade back and get A.J. Brown. Look, oh my God, Hakeem Butler. At 6'5", Butler is a first-round tail with huge catch radius who could use the side and speed to stretch the field in San Francisco. How about in fucking Buffalo? How about you use your size and your speed and all that in Buffalo? I love you, Hakeem Brown. Justin Lade. Irv Smith. This is another dude. A tight end from Alabama. He's kind of a freak. He's a freak. Okay, we got, the Bill. They project the Bills taking O-line here. May very well. We have to take an O-line. But look at who they got. The CBS has in the mock right after the Bills and N'Keal Harry. Oh, my God. I'm going to be a train wreck. I'm going to be an emotional wreck this entire draft because of all these guys. I love N'Keal Harry. The wide receivers that are in this draft are all sick. Even with Cortland Sutton, man. Harry reminds us of Anquan Bolden. Oh my God, can you imagine? Oh my God. So much talent in the second round. Rocky Sin, let's go, man. He's an athletic freak. Look at Greg Little going to 16th in the second round, 16th to the Dolphins. This was a guy that was projected to go top 10 at one point. Okay? Greg Little, you trade back to the second. We get 2 second-round picks? We take say in the first round we get a a Greedy Williams, or we get a Christian Wilkins, or if Hawkinson falls, we get a Hawkinson in the first round, and then we trade back to the second. We get 2 second-round picks, and we get a N'Keal Harry, and then a Greg Little. Oh my God. Dude, I get way too worked up about this stuff. I'm on the edge of my seat over here. I can't handle it. I'm gonna be live for the draft, and you guys are gonna see me just withering away. I'm gonna go live for the first round for sure, probably the second and the third round too, just to fucking hang out with you guys. I love shooting the shit and hanging out with other Bills fans. Good God. John says Gruden, crying laughing face. Yeah, he's an idiot. Jay Clark, what's up, man? Get Clowney. I don't think it's happening. I don't think we're going to go after Clowney, but fuck, man, if we do, we do. That would be sick if we traded for Jadeveon Clowney. If anything, if we've learned anything, it's that Brandon Beane is not afraid to get loose in this bitch. Okay? We know Beane is a mastermind when it comes to trades, when it comes to free agent. The moves that he's already made have led us to this point with our franchise quarterback. And if anybody in here that's a Bills fan doesn't think, as of right now, Allen's going to be our guy, then, sorry, you're fucking wrong. You're fucking wrong. Just look at his last game against Miami. Good. 5 total touchdowns. Oh, my God. Beane's got us to this point right now. He's a whiz. 10 draft picks this year in this draft. Oh, my God. We struggled at O-line. Look who we signed. We struggled at wide receiver. Look who we brought in. And you know what this draft is heavy in depth-wise? They have a bunch of O-linemen. They have a bunch of receivers. They have a bunch of tight ends. The defense is good. Especially the linebackers, the edge rushers. I'm pumped, guys. I hope you guys are all hanging out with me for the draft, because we're gonna be going live. Jay Clark says it's our time. Yeah, I believe it is. Sean says he's your guy. I swear. Brian says we don't need any more short wideouts. I agree. So when I hear people say that we need Hollywood Brown, Marquise Brown from Oklahoma, it's just not true. We don't need that short little fast guy. I know he might be a stud. He could be the next fucking Tyreek Hill, minus beating the shit out of his girl or whatever, or beating the shit out of his whatever he did. But we don't need it. We don't need that kind of player. We have John Brown. We have Cole Beasley, who's not fast, but he's that slot guy. We don't need another short, small guy or a short, fast guy. Malik says, I love it. I can't wait for the draft. We're sitting lovely. That's a perfect explanation. We're sitting lovely. John says, Allen is a gift from God. I waited 20 years for my quarterback to get me to that hyped. I'm with you, John. John, I'm on the edge. I'm so excited for next year. I shouldn't be because not every year, but a lot of times you get pumped up for the Bills. Nothing like this because I'm so set in stone that we have our quarterback and we finally have. I've never been this excited for, and this is what takes me to another level. We have new ownership, okay, right? They're 3.5, I believe 3.5, 4 years in, okay, and they've changed everything. Everything's changed. We have I love the ownership. I love the GM. I love the head coach. I love Sean McDermott. He's a stud. Just the way he runs things. Brian Daboll, okay, the jury's still out. He looked like he did some good things with our offense, with our young offense, with our rookie quarterback. Okay, jury's still out. Let's see what he does with all these weapons this year. But Leslie Frazier, our D coordinator, way turned the fuck up. Frazier's our guy. So from the top to the bottom, everything about it. I mean, we got the special teams guy, Farwell, I believe, former NFL player. But regardless, from the top to the bottom, everything is trending up, and everything has me excited. So that's why this year I truly, truly, truly feel like it is our year to go and make that push. We see it every year in the NFL. We see that team who was dog shit the year before or was really young the year before, and their guys develop, and they hit it right in stride and start making moves. And that's going to be the Bills this year. I don't care. Somebody tell me why not. Somebody tell me why not, please. Where everyone from? Wyoming, go Josh. Adam, let's go. We got a couple boys from Wyoming out here. Jay, upstate New York, let's go. I'm from Rochester, just a short drive away from Buffalo. Hey, I always forget, guys. I get so pumped up talking about this shit that I always forget. We got to share this thing. Make sure you like, comment. I'm so glad you guys are hanging out, blah, 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 blah. But if you're on Facebook, share this thing. Share to those groups. Let's go. All you got to do is hit share. You can hit share to a group. Any Bills group that you're associated with. All right. Share that thing. Chivas Gold, straight from Mexico. My guy from Mexico. He says I predict playoff next season. There's no doubt about that. We can't hope for anything else. We have to get a 10-win season. I think a 9 would be a disappointment unless we make the playoffs. If we get 9 and we make the playoffs, okay. Let's win a fucking playoff game. But if we got to get that 10-win season, we have to. We have to have it. But we will see. We still got Duke Williams, Malik says. Yeah, we do. Bills are going to work out. Brian Gordon says Bills are going to work out A.J. Brown. Yeah. Because he's fallen in the draft boards. Ah, man. I'm sorry, guys. I'm stuffy as a motherfucker here. Yeah. A.J. Brown has fallen in the draft boards. Who blows their nose while they're fucking live on Facebook and YouTube? What an asshole. So, again, if the Bills trade back or even with our second-round pick that we have right now, there's no way we're not trading back. Shit. If we could swap with somebody from 9 to 15, look at this, okay? Let's say we go from, let's take a look. Say we go from this 9 spot here, the 1350 value. Say we trade back. Who's hungry for a quarterback? Washington? Washington might want to trade up. They got to give up another 300 points. Fuck. That's a late second-round pick. So say we get a late second. Okay, we trade back with Washington. Okay, our value then goes to 1050. I'm okay with trading that 15 pick We got an extra second-round pick. I'm okay with trading that 15 pick and dropping to 25, 26 and getting another second or a third. That's how much depth there is in this draft. And, guys, the turnaround that we have on this team it's exciting, but it's also fucking terrifying. The cream's rising to the top here. So we brought in 15 free agents. Okay, there's a 53 men on a roster. There's a 53-man roster when the season starts. We got 15 free agents, and we're gonna have 10 draft picks. Holy shit! That's probably not going to happen. It's probably going to be more like 20. But say we keep those guys, it's not going to happen. So say we're going to keep 20 of the 25. That's more than a third. That's more than a third of our team is brand new. That is insane. It's scary because it's like, okay, now we got all these guys that are new to the system on defense and offense, and we got to hopefully they can get going. But it's exciting because the only thing Bean and McDermott are doing right now as we speak, from when free agency started until we're done drafting, well, and even into OTAs, preseason and beyond, we've gotten Lorenzo Alexander late. We know how that can go. But Bean's a guy that can find somebody like that. But all they've done is they cut the fat and they're bringing in the muscle. They're bringing in guys that they think can rise to the top of these depth charts. Oh, my God. I can't handle it. I'm too excited about all this shit, man. I'm too excited. Our team is so much more developed. It's so much more talent. And we're going to... Guys, Taron Johnson was a 5th-round pick. He's going to be our starting slot corner. 4th-round pick, I'm sorry. Guys, Matt Milano, our starting linebacker, who's a top 10, top 12 linebacker in the NFL, was a 5th-round pick. These are Brandon Bean guys. Let alone the depth and the talent that's in the 1st and 2nd round. What are we going to do in the 5th and 6th round? What kind of homework have these scouts and Brandon Bean been doing? They always do their due diligence. Who are they going to bring in from the 5th and 6th round? Who are they going to sign undrafted free agents? I'm too lit right now. I love Brandon Bean. I wish he would adopt me. I'm sorry, Dad. I love you, but boy, if Brandon Bean would fucking adopt me, I'd be a happy lad. Garrett Lovejoy, what's up, Garrett? Good timing, man. Jay Clark says, "What do you think about us getting Gore?" I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Just, you just break down what he's gonna bring, leadership, work ethic. Yeah, our running backs are old as fuck, but we're going to draft a running back. That's where that 5th, 6th round, 4th, 5th, 6th round, that's where that running back gets drafted. And we got to hit there. If we can hit there, guys, like, comment, share, subscribe. Subscribe. You guys on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, I'm doing this every Monday at 9 o'clock. And until I'm dead. I don't care. I have so much fun hanging out, shooting the shit with you guys. I'm never gonna stop doing this shit. Thanks for hanging out. Subscribe, like the Facebook page, all the above. Let's go. My boy John is from Rome, New York. Hey, my aunt teaches out there. She used to be the basketball coach, I think, for Rome High School. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. My Aunt Karen. We got some comments here on YouTube. What do we got here? Chivas, my guy from Mexico, out here grinding. Hope we trade back and pick up a second or early third and pick up a tight end from Iowa. If we're trading back, we're gonna get more than an early third. If we're dropping back from that first overall, if we're gonna get a third, we're getting a 2 and a 3, or we're swapping first and picking up a third. I hope maybe that's what you're talking about. Shiva says we need 90 players from training camp. Absolutely. We are going to have fucking 90 players from training camp. There is no doubt about that. John says, what the heck? I've been checking for notifications. Both were of vids you took down. Yeah, sorry, dude. I told you I was going to figure this out. I told you I was going to get YouTube going, but I finally figured it out. I apologize. I have it 100% figured out. YouTube will no longer be an issue. They're doing an amazing job. Totally agree. They have the Midas touch. I love it as well. Bill's gonna rock this draft. What's up, BS Sports? Elliot, we in this. Let's go, baby. Subscribe. Hit that subscribe, boy. If you don't already, let's go. So, guys, I mean, it's crazy. The draft is gonna be crazy. There's so much that goes into it, and okay. So it's Monday the 1st. So we're 1, 2, 3. We're 3 weeks away. We're just over 3 weeks away. So we have 3 more episodes after this. We're going to be diving deep and more deep and more deep. I think next week we're going to break down wide receivers. We're going to dive deep into the wide receivers. Guys that we're going to be drafted. We're going to hit one of these wide receivers. God, what? We're going to be talking depth chart here in a little bit too. So we could talk about it. But say we draft a wide receiver stud. Say we get Hakeem Butler. Say we get an N'Keal Harry or DK Metcalf. What the hell is our depth chart going to look like? It's terrifying. It's terrifying. Who wins between John Brown and Zay Jones? Does Robert Foster still start? What if we draft a stud? Who's gonna be the guy? Zay, John Brown, or Robert Foster? God, with the drama. I'm going to be at training camp, guys. Training camp is in my fucking backyard. Not literally, obviously, but it's a short drive away. I'm going to be there reporting on this shit every day. That's why you guys need to like our page, subscribe. I'm going to be doing daily videos reporting on what the hell's going on at training camp. It is going to be lit in this motherfucker. I'm so lit. Right. John, I'm really excited about Duke. We don't even talk about Duke Williams. And he's slow, though, John. He's slow. He's slow. I'm nervous about Duke. I'm nervous about him. But, well, it's a flyer. We signed him for nothing. We cut him, and he's gone forever. But you play him at training camp, you get Duke Williams out there, and he starts making these crazy plays. You line him up against Tre'Davious here and there, and he starts making Trey Day look like a little bitch. Like, whoa, Duke Williams. He was projected a number one, or not a number one, but a first-round pick when he was at Auburn. I mean, he was one of the top recruits coming out of high school. He's got the size. He's got the catch radius. He can run the routes. He has a lot of potential. Duke Williams is definitely not a guy you want to forget about. Duke, Robert Foster, Zay Jones, John Brown, Cole Beasley. McKenzie's still there. He's going to fall to the bottom, but and we're going to draft a guy, and that's 6 guys. It's like, oh, fuck. Who's going to be on the field? I hope we go 5 wide nonstop. I got a feeling that's the kind of offense they're going to be playing because, and I'm just fucking rambling on here. There's still a bunch of stuff we got to talk about, but the old linemen that the Bills have signed, that Dable, that Bean, McDermott, they've brought in, if you look at their Pro Football Focus numbers, they're all not way better, but they're all better at pass blocking than run blocking. All of them. Every single one of them. Feliciano, Naseki, who else did we all the old linemen that we brought in, all of them, pass blocking numbers are better on PFF. What's that tell you? That tells you that we're going to be slinging the rock around, and they trust Josh Allen to be doing that. Malik says it's all about the competition. Not everyone going to make the team. That's right. And we love competition, and McDermott loves competition. Yeah. Yeah, John says, yeah, he's slow, but so is Gronk, and he caught everything. That's right, but Gronk's also tight end. He gets matched up with a linebacker a lot. Duke Williams, being a wide receiver especially, he's an outside guy. He's not a slot guy. Duke Williams on the outside, he's going to have a fast as fuck quarterback on him who's shifty, who can jump, who can do everything. I mean, you put Tre'Davious on a guy with Duke Williams' numbers. I'm not saying Duke's not going to be the stud, but typically it's going to be tough. Malik says Duke brings interesting competition to the wide receiver corps. Everyone is not going to make the team. No, you're spot on. And the competition is what makes teams. It's what makes teams go. The more competition there are, the harder guys are going to play, the more they're going to want that spot. The better our number one guy is. Because if you have a bunch of guys below you that are bringing the heat and they want that fucking spot, they're going to be playing their ass off all year round. Hopefully with no injuries. Charles, Duke has deceptive speed. The kind where the ball is in the air, he separates by turning it up. Apparently, Charles is a little bit of a Duke expert. I love it, Charles. Keep hanging out with us, man. Let me know what's going on with Duke. I want any good information you guys got on Duke Williams, send it my way because I want him to be a fucking stud. Dave says Birdsboro, PA, 5 hours away from Buffalo. Okay, yeah. PA, a lot of Bills fans in PA. And Wyoming. Let's go. Peterson in this bitch. All right. Jay Clark said Gronk retired. Yeah, he's gone. Thank God. But I think he's going to be back. I've heard enough. I've seen enough. I think he's going to be back. Oh, man. This draft talk has me hyped. I'm way too excited. But we're going to, like I said, draft's a few weeks away. As we go on here, the next few episodes are going to be more and more into the draft. Let's dive in and see what else is going on. Mock draft. Okay. So we got the depth chart. Let's bring up the depth chart here. This is what I was talking about. Especially with the wide receivers. Right here at the top. I got it up on my screen over here. Like right now they have obviously the slot. They got Cole Beasley there. Zay and John Brown. Maybe. Our wide receivers. Yeah, see, but after those two, Foster's going to be the one fighting for that spot. Who gets that spot between Brown and Zay Jones? Who's going to be that one? Who's going to be the two between Jones, Brown, and Foster? It's going to be a toss-up. Who do we want to win? I mean, hypothetically, who you guys root for? BR 1 and 2. Take away us drafting a guy and turn it into a stud. If all we have are these wide receivers right here, who do you guys want to see win that 1 and 2 spot? Robert Foster, Zay Jones, or John Brown? Only two guys can have it of the three. I think we got to go with Zay Jones and Robert Foster. They're our guys. I know we just paid John Brown a bunch of money, and I'm not sure what his contract looks like. I don't know if we can cut him, after 2 years and save a bunch of money if he's not playing up to what he should have been, or what. But I think if we go Foster and Zay there, if they outplay John Brown, it's a little sad because we know what Foster and Zay could do. We know we have to get better at wide receiver there, but maybe they keep developing. I don't know. What do you guys think? Charles, still on my guy Duke. He said reminds me of Moss type. Catches the bad passes, high top master. I hope, man. I fucking hope he's 60% of Randy Moss. John Roberts says highlights in the CFL are crazy. His high point is unreal. We got some guys in here that love Duke Williams. Brown dropped a lot of balls last year. One Foster. Shiva says one Foster, two Brown. Whoa. Zay falling off the map for Shivas here. I don't know, man. Zay turned it up last year. He turned it up. Myron Glenn says whoever makes the most plays. Yeah, totally agree. That's the thing we were talking about. Competition. Who's going to come in and rise to the top? Especially we bring in this 21, 22-year-old wide receiver, whether it's DK, Nkeel, AJ Brown, whoever. We have to draft one of those guys. Oh, my God, I'm going to be so pumped. O-line, Dawkins, Teller, Mitch Moore, Spencer Long, Ty Nsekhe. That's exactly what I think right now. Malik says Foster has emerged and almost earned the number one. He's close. He's got to run some more routes. I got to see Foster hit the middle of the field and make some plays other than just fucking streaking down. Excuse me, guys. I have to see it. And hey, we're still fucking live. If you're on Facebook, make sure you share this thing. Okay? You guys on YouTube, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you haven't. I love you guys. Let's go. But yeah, Foster, I got to see him make some more plays, man. I love him. You see that speed? And he's 6'2". Don't forget, he's not a 5'10" speedy guy out there. He's 6'2", streaking down the field. I got to see more out of him, though. I'd like to see him emerge. Man, he started busting his ass after he got cut. He started playing nonstop with Josh. He stayed when they all had the bye week and everybody went home. Foster stayed and played with Allen. Those are the kind of things you want to see. If Foster's busting his ass, he has the size, he has the speed to be a stud wide receiver in the NFL. You got to put that work in, though. So we'll see. We'll see. However, Zay Jones had to compete this preseason. Yeah, Zay's definitely got a shot. Maybe we should look at it as having 2 number ones. Ooh, John, I don't know, man. I feel we are going to rotate a ton of guys. Imagine being defense and having Foster and Brown streaking Duke and Zay running inside routes. So dangerous. Hey, man. I feel like that's so unlikely. But maybe Dable. I mean, we all know Dable's. He's a whiz, man. He's creative. He's a creative dude. Do we have any do we know of any teams out there that have 4 wide receivers like that are impact players? I don't know. I feel like we need a tight end, a guy that can block a bigger boy than what we got at wide receivers to be a weapon. Love for Foster. I know, I hear you, man. Elliot says Zay Jones is our version of Nelson Ekeler from the Eagles. I see it. Kind of late bloomer, but gaining a great chemistry with Allen. We don't give up on them. I hear you. I see you there. And Zay's a guy that he can obviously be a volume guy. I mean, he had some big games last year where he was getting 7, 8, 9 catches. Don't forget Beasley. He always finds a way to get open. I think Beasley, no matter what, is going to be on the field all the time. He's a safety valve, and he's something that Allen has never had. I don't even include Beasley in this conversation because I think he's going to be on the field I think it's already a given that he's going to be on the field nonstop. So Duke, Zay, Foster, Cole, John Brown. I mean, it's tough. It's tough. Wide receiver's tough. I hope we get Hockenson. Holy shit. You throw Hockenson in this mix? Good God. O-line, I think it's spot on. Tight end, we got Tyler Kroft, Jason Kroom. It's tough to break down depth charts before the draft for sure, but then it's even harder afterwards because you don't know who's going to come in from the draft and shine. But the way Kroom developed last year, he could be a weapon with Kroft. I'd like to see him get a tight end, and Dable loves tight ends. He said before he wishes he could have 6 tight ends on his team. So I think, what does that tell you? It tells you that we're probably going to draft a tight end or 2 in this thing, and probably maybe even bring in another guy. Shady, obviously. Frank Gore's the 2. DeMarco. Yeah. I mean, yeah. There's a lot going on here, and there's a lot. It's hard to break down depth charts when there's so much unknown, but fuck it, we're here. We might as well break it down. Jay Clark says we're going to kick ass. Let's go, Jay. Love it, man. Beasley's awesome. Foster and 2 Brown. Charles says Foster's the 1 and the 2's Brown. Man, no love for Zay out here. You guys remember Zay having a ballin'-ass year last year, right? I mean, he turned it on last year. He turned it on. McCoy is his last year. Yeah, I would have been okay with trading McCoy. I said it. I put it on record last year, before last season. Let's get rid of McCoy while we still got some value. Everybody knew that this last year was going to be a step back year. Why keep McCoy? Why keep McCoy when we're going to have a step back year and then he's going to be a year older next year when we can actually use him? I didn't see the purpose in keeping him. I'm sorry. I know we love the guy. You don't want to lose the locker room. You trade McCoy and everybody's like, "What the fuck? Are we dodging games here or what?" But I was okay with trading McCoy last year, and now it's like Dable was a genius. Took a bad roster and got it working well in the second half of the season. Absolutely. Charles says, I love Zay. He was the clutch wide receiver coming down the stretch. Absolutely. Way more clutch than Charles Clay dropping that ball against Miami, motherfucker. Again. Yeah, I know we talked about it earlier, but Charles Clay catches that ball, and Andre Roberts from the Jets doesn't ball on us. We're 6-1 to finish the year last year. Think about that, guys. Charles Clay catches that ball. Allen was balling that game. He catches that ball. We win that game. And then Andre Roberts, we stopped Andre Roberts on special teams last year, and we're 6-1 to finish the year. And what's happened to our lineup since that last game? We've gone from mid-range to fucking, I'm not even going to name it right now, but we're up there. John says they played well. Needs to be more reliable. Towards the end of the season, he stepped up a lot. Absolutely. Hopefully that's a sign of things to come. Defense is defense. Guess what? We have Andre Roberts. Boy, let's go, John. I'm pumped. We need And Andre Roberts. Oh, my God. Jay. My guy Jay Clark here on Facebook. I hope you didn't say I like Peterman. He said I like Peterman. I don't know. I hope that's not true. I like Peterman as a person, but as a quarterback, he can kiss his ass. Yeah, Andre Roberts. We needed that kind of player on special teams. Our special teams sucked last year, and it's like we've always taken advantage of it. It's kind of like we've always had a solid special teams through these last 20 years of kind of shitty play. We've limited big plays against us, and we've had some guys that can make decent plays here and there. Not really offensively, but more so defensively. We were able to make some stops, but the last year our special teams sucked dick. I mean, it was bad, and it showed. We gave up a bunch of big plays, and I mean, it showed, and it turned a lot of games. That Jets game right there. So now to have an Andre Roberts, man, and then the signing from the Dolphins there. I can't remember his name. He's got a funky name. Centery something, Penny, something like that. I can't remember. I'm going to look it up real quick. My phone's going slow as hell. Penny, Bills. Okay, apparently you shouldn't put fucking Penny and Bills next to each other. Since... whatever, I can't fucking find his name. Somebody hooked me up with that info. But these guys, they're signing special teams guys, and I see you read the forums and shit on the Bills pages, and they're saying, another shitty signing. What are we bringing this guy in for? It's like, man, do a little bit of homework before you start talking shit. We had to upgrade our special teams, and you can't play all the players on offense and defense, the guys that start on offense and defense. You can't just throw them all out on special teams. There's a couple guys that can play both, but for the most part, you have to have a special team squad, okay? And the Bills are bringing in guys that are going to up our special teams. This is a big picture, full turnaround, and this year it's going to show. Somebody bet me. Somebody get a Cowboys fan or a Patriots fan in here so we can fucking put some money on the line. Bills visited Cincy. I think please sign him Cincy. Yeah, we don't need Jordan Bills anymore. He can kiss his ass. Even though, he did have he did shine a little bit. By the way, I'm a 53-year-old fan, 1963, when I rolled the shoulders of Cookie Gilchrist. Let's go, man. Thanks for watching, Charles. I appreciate it, man. I love sitting down and talking with old Bills fans, man. The stories that I've heard, because, all my family's Bills fans. I was born into this shit. And when I hear stories about what Buffalo was like, what it was like to be around this area in the early 90s, it was just rocking. Bars are lit. The economy's booming. Everybody's pumped. All everybody talks about is Buffalo. They got parades going on. It's just chaos and madness when the Bills are good. And ever since then, and ever since that, we haven't had that. So if we could get that back to Buffalo, riding the shoulders of Brandon Meade, Sean McDermott, Josh Allen, Tremaine Edmonds. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Guys, this is it. This is the fucking year. And people say it all the time. This is the year. This is the year. And it's never the year for the Bills. It never is. 2 years ago when we made the playoffs, it clearly wasn't the year. Okay, that's genius coaching and getting the most out of below average talent from Sean McDermott. That's what that was 2 years ago. This is the year. Oh my God, look, I got center eyes. Perry. Right there, I got him in front of my face. Sorry, guys. What do we got here? What do we got? Malik says that was surprising. Except C, we need to draft a tier guard, tackle or guard. We added a free agent, Maurice Alexander. He's another special teams guy. And Alexander has a bunch of time at linebacker and safety. We definitely got upgraded free agency. If we had a better special teams, we would have won at least 3 more games. That's tough to say 3, but at least 1 or 2. I like the signing of free agency, specifically the ones for special teams. Absolutely. You can't downplay special teams. People that downplay the special team signings are people that don't know what they're talking about. There's a difference this year. We were building a dynasty while everyone is sleeping. It always feels like this. It always feels like this is the year. I know, Malik. I hear you, man. I hear you. This is different, though. Like I said, this is different. from the top to the bottom. Ralph Wilson was, he was an amazing man, but fuck. He looked like the dude off Hannibal up there. I mean, he looked like he could die any second. Every time they showed Ralph Wilson, back when he was in the box, going to, at the games, I'm like, oh, God, cut off. He's going to fucking die. Don't show the man. We love him, but get him off the screen. Okay? And the Pagulas they're business people that care about fucking winning more than making money. They already made their money. They're already billionaires. They care about winning, and they care about Buffalo, and it's fucking awesome. So this is why this is different. Pagulas came in a few years ago. They turned everything around. They fucked up by signing Rex Ryan. He can kiss my ass. He sucked. But, I mean, I was excited for a week, but after that, fuck off, Rex. But they brought in McDermott. They brought in Bean. The best signings in the NFL. I mean, from the top, bottom. That's why this year's different. It is different, Malik. Let's go. George Baker, what's up, George? Hey, man, your rant about the Bills Stadium was hysterical. Early 90s was a great time. My first Bills game was 1973. Let's go, George. The first game was in 1973. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's the first year of Rich Stadium. Had many memorable times ever since. I bet, man. Share one. Hit us with your favorite memory. I'll read it here while everybody's watching. I mean, these live videos usually end up getting a couple thousand views, so there'll be a couple thousand Bills fans that we could share the story with. Charles says, laughing my ass off at the Ralph mention. Shows your youth. When he was pre-70, he was a good-looking man. I bet. Unfortunately, though, I'm 27 years old and have really been a fan since '99. One of my first memories, I think, because it was so significant, it probably is my first memory, was Music City Miracle, and it clearly has been a shit show since then. I'm a rare breed. I don't have very many friends that are Bills fans. It's hard to find, and we're right here. We're an hour drive away from the stadium. And I don't have very many Bills fans friends, and I understand why. Actually, I don't understand why. All you guys, all my buddies, if you guys are watching this and you're not a Bills fan, go fuck yourself. I've gone on this rant before, but we have a local team that's an hour away, and you're not a fan. Kiss my ass, scumbag fucking Tampa Bay Buccaneer fans. I love the Bucs. What, you love who? You love who? Seahawks for life, bro. Oh, okay. Since when? Russell Wilson, Marshawn Lynch? Yeah, okay. Yeah, Seahawks for life, bro. Kiss my fucking ass. Oh, God, I can't fucking stand people. Shivas, it was a forward pass. It definitely was. John says the Pagulas have completely changed this team for the good. Dude, not even the team. The front office, even more so than the team. George says, yes, it was. I saw Joe Namath and John Riggins playing for the Jets. Holy shit. Guys, we got a guy hanging out with us. Let's watch Joe Namath play. Wow. Live in person. George, I'm thinking. Live in person, you saw Joe Namath. That is incredible. That's a memory right there, but that's really cool. It was the Rich Stadium. It was when Rich Stadium was brand new. You still call it Rich Stadium, George? You still call it that? Because I don't know. The Bills could build a brand new fucking stadium, and I think I might always call it the Ralph. I think whatever it is, when you start going to games, whatever the name of that stadium is, you're gonna live and die with it. You're gonna live and die with it. It's awesome. Charles says my friends have to be Bills fans, or they could suck sewer water. I'm with you, dude. I'm with you, Charles. I don't understand. I have all my buddies are sports fans, and I can count on one hand, probably a few fingers, my guys that are Bills fans. It sucks. Guys, we don't have much longer. There's a couple things I want to talk about. A couple guys we might bring in. We're still gonna be pretty lit here for a few more minutes. If you don't mind giving this thing a share, hitting that share it to the group, start a watch party, do whatever you got to do. If you're on Facebook, like, comment, share. If you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe, hit that bell, get those notifications. I appreciate you guys hanging out, man. I got to remember to keep saying that. I forget. We're trying to build this thing, man. I'm trying to get as many guys following the page to come hang out every Monday, 9 p.m. Come shoot the shit. all week we put out videos. I usually put out a video 4 or 5 days a week, breaking down what's going on in the Bills news, and then every Monday we go live at 9. So come hang out, come like the page, join the Blindsided squad, man. And don't forget, we're going to be going live for the draft. We are 100% going to be live for the draft. I'm going to be freaking the fuck out. John, I live in Seattle, and there are a few Bills fans here. Good. They're all over the place. I mean, really. I'm 31-year-old. First player I remember is BB in Super Bowl. That's cool. I get 50% compliments and 50% Bills suck from Seahawks fans. It's fun. Man, John, not to get sidetracked here from the Bills and whatnot, but Seattle's a place I've always wanted to visit. I've gone all over the country, but I've never been to Seattle. I'd love to check it out there. Go Bills, says George. Let's go. Go Bills. Make sure you share this thing, George. Like the page if you don't already, man. All right, let's move on here. Let's move on. We're obviously, like I said before, we're going to talk more draft. We're loading up here on YouTube. We're going to talk more about the draft and shit as the next few weeks go on. But I want to talk about some free agents that we still might bring in. It's tough. It's tough because we don't have that much money to spend. But two guys that are out there, Zach Brown just got cut not too long ago, and we know what kind of season Zach Brown had for us before we let him walk. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, somebody, but I believe he led the NFL in tackles. I don't know what's going on here with YouTube. Sorry, guys, we're having some technical difficulties. Oh, no, we're good. Okay. Yeah, Zach Brown led the NFL in tackles, and he's out there in the free agent market. And he didn't really play. He played well in Washington, but he's getting up there. He's getting a little bit older, but he's still got a few years left, and we could definitely get some help, use some help at that linebacker spot. No doubt about that. So if we can get him at a decent price, that's definitely something I would be excited about. You guys let me know what you think of Zach Brown, or if there's anybody out there that you think we might still have a chance at signing. Ziggy Ansah. Report came out, his shoulder's still kind of fucked up, or it's not fucked up, but he's still going through the rehab process, and he's getting another evaluation here mid-April. So, any team that's interested in Ziggy Ansah is waiting until mid-April when he has another appointment with his doctor. Hopefully, you're going to give him the green light, saying everything looks good, everything's on the right path. So, Ziggy's another guy. You put him. We all know, I mean, for you guys that don't, Ziggy's a stud pass rusher. That's what he does. He gets after the quarterback. You put him on the outside, opposite of Jerry Hughes, they're going to wreak havoc. They're going to cause problems. And if they could bring in a guy like Ziggy before the draft to put back a couple years or maybe a year or two away from having this to draft a young defensive end, even though there's a bunch of studs in this draft, that would be huge. That would be huge. Jerry Hughes and Ziggy Ansah, where they still got a couple years left in the league to play, would be sick. We'll take a break here. Charles has a story for us. Once I hosted a Bills-Dolphins game party. A girl I knew brought her new boyfriend to the party. Sorry, guys. The font's really small. He was in all Dolphins gear. I told him in order to enter the Dolphins gear has to come off or get the question mark. He watched the game in shorts and a t-shirt. You fucking made him get his Dolphins gear off. That's fucking right, Charles. Let's go. First of all, what do you got a girlfriend? I gotta give you some shit here, Charles. You got a chick that you invited over to your house to watch the game, and she brought a dude. First of all, why is she bringing a dude? What's going on? I mean, you got a chick coming over. I mean, and then she brought a dude that's a Dolphins fan. I probably would have said, "Hey, you gotta hit the road here. You gotta hit the road. At least kick the dude out." But I can appreciate you making him take the Dolphins gear off. Kiss our ass. Not you, Charles. John. What about Lawson? Lawson's still got that. Lawson's still got another year. He's got another year to prove himself here. I'm excited. Lawson looked to fucking up his shit last year. I was at the game against Jacksonville when he got kicked out. I got a story for you guys. When him and Fournette got kicked out, I don't know if it was on TV. I never rewatched this game. But you guys remember all that drama that happened between the Bills and the Jags when they made that goal line stand. and we ended up winning pretty much because of it. But Shaq was on the sideline, and I was sitting like 40-yard line, probably like 30 rows up from the field, so I was right there. And he's sitting on the sideline, and as he's walking out, he's getting the whole crowd pumped up. It was awesome. And Shaq had played a good game already. And then he sees Leonard Fournette walking. They're walking. Fournette's on the other side of the field, and Shaq's over here. And he turns from the Bills fans and looks over and sees Fournette, and they must have been talking shit while there was that big fight there in the corner end zone. So Shaq's walking down the tunnel's over here, and they're both heading right towards the tunnel. And the whole time, Shaq's just fucking yelling at him for across the field, screaming at him. You know, he's using his hands and everything. And the whole crowd, nobody's watching the game. Nobody's watching the game. Everybody's walking, and they're both walking by themselves. Shaq's on the field. He's like 5-6 yards on the field. Mother effing him from across the field, and everybody's fucking, let's go, Shaq, 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 Shaq. Oh, it was awesome. So then they get there. They get to the fucking tunnel, and there's 5 guys holding Shaq back from Leonard Fournette. Oh, dude, it was awesome. I don't know. I don't think anything happened, but just Shaq pumping the crowd up after he already had a big game. He got kicked out for defending his squad. It was just a really, really cool moment. I wish I had it on camera, to be honest with you, but I'm sure there's some video of it. Malik says, what are your thoughts on filling in the hole left by Kyle Williams' retirement? Do we already have the answer? That's tough, man. That's a tough one because everybody wants Harrison Phillips to be the Kyle Williams replacement. I mean, everybody says it just because fucking Harrison Williams is kind of a short, stout, white dude. But that doesn't mean he's going to be fucking Kyle Williams. It's tough. I'd love to see Harry Phillips come out here and be a stud this year. This is a big year. He's going to have some playing time, especially going into training camp. He's going to be the guy that gets a ton of reps. He was, he got the reps last year, but he played behind. He played behind. He wasn't up on the depth chart. Hopefully he develops. Hopefully he got all he could from Kyle Williams, and hopefully he can step in and start Latulele, man. Oh, and they said before he came in, he's not a stat sheet kind of guy. He does the intangibles. He does the stuff you don't see. He fills up the holes. He takes on the double teams. He's more of a run stopper. But our run defense was middle of the pack last year, which was our only downfall of our defense. Other than that, our defense was disgusting. So we got to fill that hole. Kyle was old last year, and it showed. Kyle had a pretty good year, but he was still old. We have to fill. I think we have to draft a DT. I would love to, like we said, trade back in that first round, maybe get a Christian Wilkins from Clemson. But ideally, Harry Phillips and start Latulele can fill that role and do it as needed. But another thing I heard was they're thinking about moving Shaq Lawson to the inside. And I've heard numerous analysts who know way more about football than I do. I mean, these are guys that played, high school, college football, and now break down the game, say that Shaq Lawson's natural position is an interior lineman. So if Shaq, Harry Phillips, Star Latulele, hopefully it's in-house already, but I wouldn't be surprised if we drafted a guy. John says Harry will show up this year. I hope so. Star's a beast gap holder. Yeah, he is, but he doesn't really do very much. Star contract was overpaid. It's tough. See, look at 2 guys right there. That's the thing with Stars. Everybody's different on him. One guy says he was good, and another guy said we overpaid for him. I tend to lean towards we overpaid for him a little bit. He got a pretty fat contract, so I don't know. We have a lot to see here in year 2 on the D line. We know Jerry Hughes is going to be good. We have to improve the D line a little bit through the draft and maybe sign another guy. Ziggy Ansah would be huge. Ziggy would be ginormous for us. George says worst game I saw was against the Saints 2 years ago. Then I missed the streaker. LOL. Yeah. It's funny. I own my own landscape company, and I actually gave away in a giveaway. I gave away tickets to the Bill Saints game. Best decision I ever made. Best decision I ever made. I got a customer for life, and I didn't have to go watch that trash game. That was terrible. All right, guys. I think we're wrapping up here on the Bills talk. What I want to do is just kind of go around the league a little bit and talk about what's going on. Go through my app here that breaks down NFL news. If you guys want to talk some NBA. If you guys want to talk some NFL, see what's going on. A couple things here. Browns sent Agba to Chiefs for Murray. irrelevant. The fucking Browns are going to be sick no matter what. C.J. Anderson heads of the Lions on a 1-year deal. Everybody talks. I mean, C.J.'s all bent out of shape because people aren't giving him the respect he deserves. The only reason he balled last year was because he was fresh. He had fresh legs going into the playoffs. He's a fucking fat slob. He's Carlos Williams times 3. I don't think he lasts more than 4 or 5 weeks until he gets hurt. Yeah, backup says trade to the Browns is the biggest blessing of my entire life. Guys, my God, we got to play Cleveland this year. We have to go against OBJ, Baker, Jarvis Landry, David Njoku. God, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun game. I don't know who's home. I hope we're home against some Browns. Can you imagine this Brown squad that everybody's saying is going to be? They're fucking like 3rd or 4th on the odds to win the Super Bowl this year. Can you imagine Cleveland comes into town and the Bills whoop up on that ass? That's going to be a big, big, big game for us. Josh Allen versus Baker Mayfield. I'm sure they're both going to be looking good up until that point. John says we're going to stomp the Browns. Malik says, are you buying the hype on the Jets over the hype about us? What are you, Malik, my man? Come on now. We got to stop the run. Okay, we're going to have serious problems with the Jets for one reason and one reason only, if we can't stop Le'Veon Bell. We all remember what Le'Veon Bell did to us a couple years ago, 2-3 years ago in the snow game. I was there. It was ridiculous. Ran for over 200 yards. 2 weeks after Jay Ajayi ran for 200 yards. 6 weeks after Jay Ajayi ran for 200 yards again. Ajayi had like 400 yards rushing against us that year. I think it was 2 years ago. Maybe 3. Ugh. But Le'Veon Bell's nasty. So if we can't stop the run next year, the Jets are it's going to be tough. But when it comes to hype, I like Allen better than Darnold. I think Darnold's going to be kind of like a Ryan Tannehill type. I hate to say it. Jets fans out there are going to be fucking miserable hearing that kind of stuff. But I don't think he has that high of a ceiling where I think Allen has max potential. So no, I'm not buying the Jets hype. Browns D can't compete with RD. Totally agree. Look at our defense. We were the number 1 in pass defense, number 2 overall in yards per game, 16 against the rush. Fuck, that makes us a top 5 defense. We were a top 5 defense last year. That's only gotten better. Not many people are going to be able to contend with our D. We're going to be shut down next year. We just had to put up points. Mayfield shit the bet against the number 1 D. I feel the same will happen against number 2. I agree. I like Baker, man. He seems like a fun dude. I like his attitude. I like that the swag he's got. Is he gonna be a stud? I don't know. Year 2 is so huge for these quarterbacks. It's ginormous. You can't really judge any of these guys. Even Lamar, Darnold, Baker, Allen, Lamar. You can't really judge any of them until this year's over. At least midway through the year. See you, brother. See you, George. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you hanging out. Duke Johnson requests trade from the Browns. What? Yeah, okay, of course. They got Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. I can't believe they keep bringing in running backs. Nick Chubb's a stud. I don't know why they keep bringing in running backs. They didn't need Kareem Hunt, but hats off to Glenn Dorsey. He made the fucking move. I wish the Bills would have signed Kareem Hunt. Sorry. Excuse me, guys. I'm still stuffy. Hopefully, warmer weather coming soon. I won't sound like an asshole on here. John says Baker is awesome, but long lasting. We will see. Do you believe the rumors of the Patriots trade for Rosen? I definitely think it's a possibility. I definitely think it is. But then again, what they do, what every team does with the Patriots is, if they want to move somebody or they want to raise the value up, is they put out rumors out there saying the Patriots are interested. So other teams go, oh, the Patriots want him. Oh, there must be something behind that. If the Patriots want him, well, we better take a look at him too. Oh, you know what I mean? So probably not. The Patriots probably aren't interested. It's usually a rumor with the Patriots, but who knows? Namakatsu checking out MetLife Stadium in New York. I don't know if that's for the Jets or for the Giants, but let's fucking hope it's for the Giants. I don't really want to face him and Le'Veon Bell. Jaguar signed Alfred Blue. Trent Williams has growth removed from his head. Hunt was cheap compared to his playing ability. It was just like going to the Dollar Tree and finding a functioning flat screen. Yeah, right. You find like a 32-inch flat screen from the dollar store for fucking $10. Absolutely. Kareem Hunt, man. Like I said, I wish the Bills would have signed him. You know, he's got the pass. But if you guys watch that video, man, if it's true that chick in that Kareem Hunt video was calling him the N-word, if she's talking shit, all drunk, screaming at him and shit, the fact that he kicked her in the ass like that, sorry, maybe that makes me a piece of shit, but I don't really think it's that big a deal. I don't really see the issue. Yeah. Hunt's out for the first half of the year. Right. Shivas, yeah. Or Shivas Gold. Yeah. Worth it, though. I mean, they signed him for nothing. They signed him for like it might have been the league minimum. Might have been between $1 and $2 million, too. I can't remember. But I think it's a low risk, high reward. I mean, if he gets into any more trouble or some shit happens, you cut his ass. He comes back, he turns his life around, he realizes that he's got another chance in the NFL, he can't fuck it up. He comes out here and balls like he did in Kansas City. I mean, the Bills needed a fucking running back. And what better way to bring in a running back than to get a guy that got into a little bit of trouble, and you sign him for cheap, and you get to see what he can do in a year where we need to take that next big step. It sucked. I really wanted to see Kareem Hunt in Buffalo, but I don't know. We'll see. I think he's going to ball in Cleveland. It's scary. Malik says I enjoyed the podcast. We'll be back again. Hey, Malik, I appreciate it, man. Truly appreciate it. Guys, that's pretty much all we got for today. Thank you guys for watching. This has been fucking awesome. We'll be back next Monday at 9. If you haven't yet, share the video. If you haven't on YouTube, go to YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. You guys are fucking awesome. Every Monday at 9, we do daily videos or weekly videos, 4 or 5 a week usually. I appreciate you guys hanging out, and let's go. Let's go, Bills. Well, Bills here with my two little G shows. Guys, say hi. Thank you so much for watching. As always, please like the Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I was talking to the 8-year-old G show here, and I told him how many subscribers we had, and he laughed in my face. I asked him how many subscribers we had to have to be a cool dad, and he said 2 million. 2 million. He looked at me and said 2 million. So we're going for 2 million, guys. Please subscribe and hit that bell so you can get the notifications when we go on. Thank you so much. Guys, say see you later.
See you later.